I've always been a swamp slogger. Way back before play-based childhood gave way to screen-based childhood, I was splashing around in these secret wet places where nature hides her very best. I don't know how to characterize what draws me here. When you enter the wet places in the dark woods, you can feel the awareness all around you. This is how I realized that the woods are a living organism. All the little beings who live here are like the perceptive organs, the mind, the consciousness of the wetlands. I mean, that's how I feel about it anyway. There's this inner mind, this awareness in the woods. It's in you and it's in everyone. All the little beings that you meet. It's in the plants. It's one great thing. And I'm a part of it when I'm out there. You can't look at a turtle and not see somebody there looking back at you. We're all part of this one great thing. We're all these points of subjectivity in this vast living network, filled with feedback loops in which the self is looking into the eyes of the self. Sometimes I walk down trails, winding through the wetlands, and I can hear the woods becoming aware of my presence. I very rarely run into other people in the swamps. Not everyone is into, wading around in mud and hanging out with turtles. Oh my God. Or so, there's a lot of beings in the swamps that a lot of people don't want to run into. They're and some of them are my favorites. Oh my God. Oh, can I show you the leech? Yeah, I'm gonna show you the leech. This is the first time I ever saw one in the wild. And it's beautiful. I mean, this footage doesn't even do it justice. This makes it look kind of muddy and stuff, but it just had this intricate bright orange design on it, and just the way it swam, like I didn't even know what I was looking at first. I thought it looked like some gigantic planarian. I spend so much time looking in the under microscopes and stuff. I've seen planarians, and that's what this thing looks like, only it's huge, compared to that. And I was so surprised at how beautiful it is and how non-repulsive it was to me. Not everyone feels that way. Not everyone feels that way about the snakes either. And in fact, you do have to be kind of careful. I mean, some of them some of them can do shit to you, but I've found that being respectful is helpful. I promise. I know I'm going to stay so far away from you and your babies. We are all earthlings. All of these other beings, they're not, the old Darwin tree of evolution or whatever. They always used to put humans at the top, like we're the very pinnacle. Everything about this world was just scratching around, trying to dial us in, poop us out of the ether. And here we are, voila. The rest of you can just quit bothering now. We've arrived with our big, big brains and whatnot. That you don't really see those anymore, but a lot of us grew up on those images. So if you're one that still thinks that's how it is, it's not, man. I mean, evolution is a thing, obviously, but all those other species on Earth, they've been evolving out of their own ancestors as long as we've been evolving out of ours. They've got their own thing going on. We're not the pinnacle of life on Earth. If we were, we'd get along better with our own planet. What we are, just like everyone else, is we're just who's here now. Frankly, we're not even all that complex compared to everybody else. I mean, ants. The lowly ant discovered medicine, agriculture, and specialized labor about 65 million years before humans did. So we're not at the top, It's just weird that we always want to think so. These are not less developed life forms. These are not lower life forms. These are life forms who have been on Earth at least as long as we have. In most cases, much, much, much longer than we have. These reptiles, they have been here learning how to be earthlings so much longer than we have. You don't get a sense of who these beings really are until you go out there and you spend a long, long time hanging out with them. And they begin to reveal themselves to you. I want you to just see what the world is like out in the swamplands, in these places that people overlook. I want you to get a sense of the kind of awareness out here. I want you to see the swamps the way I see the swamps. And they're beautiful.